Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Genshin Impact. So version 2.1 is finally live and the two new characters have been added to the game and are available in this new wish banner, Raiden Shogun and Kujou Sara. Both of these characters are electro characters, and as always right now I'm gonna give you my first look and impression about these two new characters, just taking a look at the different talents, the constellations and the overall gameplay. So first of all, let's start with Raiden Shogun. I'm currently on the trial, and she's going to be an Electro Polearm user, 5-star. She's classified as a main DPS. She's going to be using also this new 5-star weapon that you can acquire from the weapon banner that increases attack based on energy recharge, and yeah, has some pretty cool passives. She's equipped with, in this case, 2-piece energy recharge and 2-piece electro damage bonus. These are her talents. So her basic attacks are going to be 5-hit combo. The 4th hit is going to be double. So let's just take a look at it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the double. And then the 5th one. And then you can see here the percentages. Of course, all the talents here are level 8. So are already... the percentages are higher compared to like level 1, but this is pretty much it. Now the cool thing is that the charge attack is going to launch weaker opponents into the air. So you can see that it's an attack from the bottom towards the up. So launches opponents to the air, so then you can keep attacking them in midair and they can't attack back. So they can't defend and all the stuff, so it's pretty cool. Then moving on to the skill, she's going to do electro damage in front of her. And then she's gonna create this Eye of the Stormy Judgment, very similar to Oz Eye as well from the constellations. In this case, this Eye is gonna do a joint attack and it's gonna do AoE electro damage every time you either like do damage with the basic attacks, or you use skills or bursts. So any damage counts. And this also this increases the damage, the burst damage of the active character depending on the energy cost. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can do one coordinated attack every 0.9 seconds per party member, and you can even proc this effect on co-op, so on characters that you don't control yourself. And these, in this case, are the stats. You can see that the duration is very long. So this eye is going to be in the field longer than the cooldown, so you can have this eye pretty much permanently active if you just refresh it before the 25 seconds are over. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and it looks like this. So that's the first attack, and then you can see the eye up here, and if you switch character, the eye still is with the active character, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now lastly, the burst. The burst is pretty much going to do damage, AoE electro damage right in front. She's gonna change the weapon, so she's gonna be using the Muzu Ishin as weapon for 7 seconds. The amount of damage that the burst and the amount of damage that you do with this Muzu Ishin, with this sword, for 7 seconds will increase based on the resolve stacks that you consumed when you use the skill. So if we would just go back here, we go to the bottom, we can see that the stacks that are going to increase this damage can be obtained when you use elemental bursts from other characters, so from party members. Depending on the energy cost of the burst, you're going to be gaining more or less resolve stacks. The maximum is 60, and these stacks are going to be disappearing 300 seconds after she leaves the field. So they take a very long time to be cleared, and therefore you can make sure that you can just keep on having these stacks, and you can always have some extra damage applied. Now the Muzu Ishin, that is the sword that she uses when she has the burst, is gonna change the attack pattern, right? She's gonna do more damage. Like if you just compare these numbers here, see that the numbers are higher. And also the combo is different, like it looks also different. She deals electro damage, so she has infusion electro damage. She's going to generate energy for all party members, and you can do it up to 5 times. during the skill duration. Remember, this duration is 7 seconds. So that's how it's gonna last. The cooldown of the burst though, it's 18 seconds, and the cost is 90 energy, so it's very expensive. Also, she's gonna be resistant to interruption. She's gonna be immune to electro damage, electro charge, and if she leaves the field, she's gonna lose these sword bonuses. So if you use the burst, you're gonna always keep her active, and that's pretty much it. Now the other talents. So the first accession talent, when she gains, when party members gain elemental orbs or particles, they also are gonna generate some resolve stacks. So this of course helps in being able to reach faster this cap amount of stacks, so to do more damage overall with the burst. The second passive talent in this case, each percentage of energy recharge is gonna increase the amount of energy that she restores when she uses Musou Ishin, again from the burst, and she also is gonna deal more electro damage bonus. So in this case, you can see that the weapon has energy recharge. You can increase even further energy recharge. This character, so Raiden Shogun, as she ascends, she gains already passively more energy recharge, and you can see why the energy recharge total in this case is 281%, so it's very, very high. So you can already gain passively a lot of these percentages because of the extra energy recharge. And then lastly is this one, the last passive talent. When you ascend sword or polearms, the mora needed is decreased by half, so by 50%. So because of all this, remember that you want to use her always. You want to use her burst after you have used the burst from your other characters, of course. So always remember that. So I'm gonna show you here the eye, the joint in attack. So see, if I change character and I attack, you can see the AoE always is a straight line in front. And yeah, so here in this case, for example, you're gonna use the burst from Sanling, the burst from Keiya, the burst from Barbara, and then I'm gonna use the burst from Raiden Shogun. So in this case, I'm consuming a lot of these stacks, and therefore with the basic attacks, I should be doing more damage. And also with the burst itself, I dealt more damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it, because it's already over. You can see the amount of energy I'm generating means that I can almost permanently use the burst. Alright. And also another thing I wanted to show you is the fact that the burst, right, so I'm gonna just end this challenge. Alright, here we go. And I don't know how many stacks I have. Unfortunately, you can't really like have a number or see the amount of stacks you have at the moment. You only have this little thing. And now if I just use the burst now, I'm gonna just use it, so you can see that the attack pattern changes. See that all the attacks now electro infused, and you can see that the pattern changes. And now she's back to the polearm. So that's how it works, and that's how it looks like. So that's Raiden Shogun. Overall, I think she's pretty cool. She's pretty legit. But of course, being an electro character, there are many other electro characters already in the game. Yeah, depending if you really want her, if you like her game style, of course, you can try her out, and you can see if you can pull her on the banner. And this one right here is the second character that is available. The new character is available on the banner. She's gonna be once again electro. She's gonna be a bow user, and she has a little bit more of a supporting kind of role. She's not considered like a main DPS. She's equipped with the Fabonius Warbow, so a very common 4-star weapon. She has in this case 4-piece noblesse, and these are her talents. So the basic attacks, these are the percentages. All right, so pretty standard, no double attacks at all. So this is how it looks like. It's very, very plain. Alright, so that's the 5-hit combo, and that's the charge attack. As always, after a little bit, you infuse the charge arrow with the aim shot with the element. In this case, it's going to be Electro. Now, moving on to the skill. In this case, she's going to summon this... Well, actually, she gains this Crow Feather passive for 18 seconds. And when she shoots the next charge attack, this crow feather is gonna flow, it's gonna like fly towards the enemy, and it's gonna leave like it's gonna leave a mark on the ground. After a while, this mark is gonna explode, dealing electro damage. And if there are any characters in this area, when this crow feather cover explodes, they're gonna gain attack bonus based on Kujou Sara's base attack. You can see here the stats. You can see the amount of damage it's gonna do, the bonus ratio, the duration, and also the cooldown. So this is how it looks like. So first of all, you can also use it to dodge, because you can see that she just teleports back, and she has this now passive, right, that you can use. And if I just use it, you can see here that's the feather. After a little bit, it explodes. You can see, and yeah, it deals this damage right here. If it explodes when you are right here, right, you're gonna also gain the attack bonus. Sara, the character itself, can gain this attack bonus, so it's not only for other party members. She herself can gain this extra attack bonus. And then finally, this is the burst. In this case, she's gonna do 2 times 2 different type of damage. The first one is gonna do AoE electro damage, Titan Breaker, and the second one is gonna be this Storm Cluster. That's gonna do also AoE, a little bit spreading out into 4 of these boats. And once again, when an active character is in the explosion of these 2 different parts of the burst, they're gonna gain this same attack bonus provided by the skill. So unfortunately, you can't stack these attack bonuses. So if you already have gained one from the skill, you cannot stack it with the one you gain from the burst, but you can refresh the duration. And you can see that the duration always is, this one right here is 6 seconds. So you can just refresh it, so you can have this attack bonus to last for longer. The energy cost is 80, cooldown is 20 seconds. You can see here the percentages of the damage. And then here, continuing the first passive talent, when you use the skill, the aim shot time is reduced by 60%. So you can aim and you can reach a fully charged arrow in less time. Second passive talent, when you use the I think the ambush is the hit by the skill, right? Yeah. So when you hit an enemy with an opponent with the skill, she was gonna restore amount of energy for all party members, and depending on the amount of energy charge she has, she's gonna generate more energy. So that's pretty much it. And then lastly, the last passive talent on Inazuma, she's gonna reduce the expedition time by 25%, and that's pretty much it. So let's see now the attacks. Alright, so I'm gonna try to use this. Alright, and you can see then the explosion. Right, the damages are not super crazy. So as I said before, I think she's classified more as like a supporting character. And then let's just take a look here at the burst. Right, you can see there the center, and then all the other storm cluster are gonna just be 1, 2, 3 going into different directions. So let's just see it again. Center, 1, 2. Well, actually, it's 5 stacks. Sorry, it's I think I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So going towards the vertically. So top, bottom, and then left, right, depending on how you use it. And I will try to use it here again. So it's very important in this case, the direction in which you have Sara when she attacks. Because depending on the like if she's facing this way, then the storm cluster is going to move into another way. So yeah, just make sure about that. And you can see that the mark actually stays on the ground. It doesn't stay on the opponent. So if the opponent moves away from it, then you just lose all the bonuses. And yeah, so that's pretty much the showcase for the character. I think that's that just concludes it. And yeah, so let's just Alright, here we go. So yeah, that's the new character. I don't think it's something super cool. Like if you could see from the gameplay, like yes, it's okay, but it's nothing super insane. And even if it's considered like a little bit more like a supporting character, I don't know. I don't feel like she's that OP, or like she's not gonna really generate a lot of energy. Yes, she applies this mark, but you know, she increases a little bit the attack if you are in range of any of the bursts of the skill explosions. But other than that, she's gonna be pretty passive. You're gonna always need to wait for the cooldowns or stuff like that. And yeah, these are the two new characters. Now I think here this is the banner, right? And you can see you have Raiden Shogun, and you have Xianling, Sucrose, and Kujou Sara. And this also is the banner for the new two weapons, in this case, the polearm, and also this one that I don't know what that is, the Unforged. But I think this one already like came out a little bit of time ago, so it's not a completely new weapon. So that's pretty much it. So now, because she's a 4-star character, I really want to pull her, because no, just having a new character, it's always nice. And also because of the fact that I still need Sucrose C6, and if I could get some constellations for Xianling, it could also be nice. So yeah, why not? Let's do some wishes now. Ningguang and Xingqiu are available in this month, so let's just use these 300 that I got, right? Just 4. And as always, I'm gonna just pull 1 wish per time. So as soon as I get Sara, I can just stop pulling. Alright. I think now I should have enough to purchase another Entertain Fate. Alright, so this is a 4-star. Let's see if I got already the new character. No, I got the weapon. So the next 4-star should be guaranteed to be one of these 3 from the banner. So let's hope that I can get a lucky. Alright, so let's get the last free Entertain Fate. And yeah, I have some Primogens saved. Oh wow, I got lucky here. I got another 4-star pretty early. And here we go. I got Kujou Sara. Nice. So I got the new character right away. And yeah, so I already got what I wanted. Of course, I would really want to maybe get Sucrose or Xianling to increase their constellations, but I don't think it's like something that I need to do right now. So yeah, that was the video. I also got the new character. I didn't show the constellations though, so I'm gonna try to show you now the constellations as well. So sorry about that, I just forgot. So for the 4-star characters, so for Sara, the first constellation is gonna increase like when you increase the attack bonuses from when you hit opponents with the skill, you're gonna reduce the skill cooldown, so you can use it more often. C2, once again, is something for the skill. When you use it, also like pretty much like Mona, when you use the dash, she's also gonna already leave a crow feather that's gonna only do 30% of damage in the place, and then you have the original one, so you can do 2 times the damage. This is gonna just increase this burst level. C4 increases, in this case, the burst, the number of storm clusters to 6. So you have from 4 to, wait a second, like before I counted 5, right? But here it says 4. So maybe I counted wrong. Maybe it was 4, not 5. So anyway, with the C4, you increase it by 2. So from 4 to 6. So you have more explosions. C5 increases the skill level. And then finally C6. The electro damage of characters who have their attack increased by any of the skill or the burst explosions. The crit damage is increased by 60%. So only electro damage. remember. So like characters like Ching or even Raiden Shogun, you know, that has the Electro Infusion are going to be benefiting from this, or of course any skill or burst that deals electro damage, like visual odds and yeah, so it's pretty legit. It's pretty cool C6, but nothing too crazy. And instead, Raiden Shogun here, Constellation C1 is gonna just you're gonna be able to gain the resolve stacks faster. So electro characters are gonna be increasing the resolve gains by 80%, all the other characters instead by 20%. So you can gain the resolve stacks faster, and in that way you can use the burst, you can do more damage. C2 ignores 60% of the defense as the Ishin lasts. So the burst initial damage and then all the attacks that you're going to do for 7 seconds with the Muso Ishin are going to ignore this amount of defense from opponents. And it's a very high defense, it's 60%. And remember the defense applies for both physical and elemental, so it ignores both. C3 increases the burst level. C4 once again is something regarding the burst. When Muso Ishin expires, so after 7 seconds they use the burst, every party member increases 30, gains 30% bonus attack. So this is pretty good actually for 10 seconds. C5 increases the skill level, and then finally C6 is once again something regarding the burst. So in all the constellations you don't gain anything regarding the skill, only the burst. In this case C6, when you are under the effects of Muso Ishin, you're gonna reduce the cooldown of the burst of your other party members by 1 second, and you can trigger it a total of 5 times. So you can reduce a total of 5 seconds from the burst from your other party members, the cooldown. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's nothing too crazy like to being a C6, because you don't only you need also energy, right, to recharge, to be able to use the burst. But I guess that because of the fact that she already can generate a lot of through the burst, you already generate a lot of energy to your other characters. Then I guess that by being able to reduce also the cooldown, then you can just use the other bursts much more frequently. And yeah, that's it. So sorry I forgot to show the constellations, so that was it. And yeah, that was the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.